boils down to one thing, is how bad do you want what you want? It's that simple. And I understand there's many factors, nuances, there's family, there's divorce, relationships, sickness, death, parents, upbringing to where you were raised. So many factors, absolutely. And I'm not saying that none of those matter. But what I am saying, at the end of the day, it all boils down to one thing. How bad do you want what you want? Because that will dictate whether or not you get it. It's literally that simple. I went through divorce and I was getting my ass kicked. I was so fucking heartbroken. She came after me for $700,000 when I didn't even have $700,000. I didn't have near that. Yet she's coming after me for that. I would wake up so beat. So distraught, so just down. I would be bedridden. I would wake up and the first thing on my mind was my divorce. The first thing on my mind was, fuck, what just happened to me? I tried my best, I tried everything, and at the same time owning businesses. And guess what? The business doesn't give a fuck how you feel. The business doesn't give a shit that you're sad. The business doesn't give a shit that you're going through something. It's the sad reality. And that just means that some people aren't cut out for it. When you sit there and go, oh, this is tough. Yes! Who the fuck said it's easy? It all boils down to one thing. I don't care what you have going against you. I don't care if it's fucking, you name any excuse. It all boils down to one thing, is how bad do you want what you want? It's that simple. You'll have the people that'll sit there and complain and give you every excuse in the book. When I have people who message me that have fucking cancer, who the fuck am I to make an excuse? This dude has cancer and is telling me that he's opening this and he's doing this and he's going to school and blah, blah, blah. How can I make any excuse as to why I can't do what I want to do when somebody is battling life or death and they're still striving for some form of success, whether it's financial, educational, relationship, whatever? How the hell do we have the audacity to sit there and say that we cannot do something when there are people out there who are literally fighting life or death? How dare we? How dare we make an excuse? And I get it. Life throws fucking curveball after curveball. You fucking get out of the hole and all of a sudden God throws something else at you. He's gonna test you with this and test you with that. And you're like, dude, oh my God, give me a break. I've been there. I know what that's like. And I comprehend it. But again, you can make the excuse of, I don't know everything yet to start what I want to start. You don't need to know everything. And that's where like 99% of the people make the same mistakes over and over and over. You think you need to know everything when the actuality is you won't know until you start. I've said this 1,000 fucking times. And some people get it, some people don't. As a matter of fact, I just got a text message right now from somebody that I'm mentoring. It shows their phone number. I don't want to show it. Okay, there's a text message. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Warehouse achieved. And this kid, 3 of them, they're like 22, 24, 25, sitting there with excuse after excuse after excuse of like, well, I got to do this first. I got to do that. I mean, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to do all these things. These are all things that your brain tells you, that your heart, whatever, I don't know what the hell tells us that we need to be able to do these things first before we can actually start. When again, I say it again, you won't know until you actually, God, it's bright. You won't know until you actually start. Men that are going through breakups, I get it, it's tough. I went through a divorce. I got my name slandered. I got lies thrown about me. I was hearing this from this person, this from this person. Oh, she's saying that you beat her, that you did this, that you cheated on her, blah, blah, blah. When God is my witness, I've never laid my finger on a woman in my life. I was raised by a great man. I was raised by a great older brother who they both treat their wives amazingly. I grew up in a very positive household. That's not me. years of slander and that shit fucked with my head, dude. Like, bro, why? Like, I get it, we divorced, but why are you saying these things about me? And that was the fuel to my fire. After my divorce, that's when my fucking wings spread, man. That's what I said. As soon as my divorce got finalized, something in my brain clicked. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but I needed to go through that divorce to become the man that I am today, who now the beautiful, amazing, loving, nice, calm, caring, respectful girl that I'm with now. I know how to handle that. But if I had not gone through what I had gone through, I would not know what the fuck to do now. And that's so many things that happen in life that you need to go through these things to be able to handle a bigger thing. I lost $120,000 in a month. So much money. But because of that one loss, when I dealt with things that were 5 times that, 10 times that, I knew what not to do, which saved me from losing so much more. But at that time, I was like, oh my God, like, fuck, dude. Like, and I was literally asking God, and I was questioning God, like, why are you doing this to me? But what does my faith say? My faith says that God says, you plan, but I am the best of planners. And I couldn't comprehend God's plan at that time. Why the hell would you put me through this? And how stupid of me to question him. How dumb of me. How foolish of me to sit there and question God. Like, yo, why are you doing this to me, man? Not realizing how dumb I was to question him. And then later on, I realized, oh, snap. That's why you did that. Years later, certain people, I won't say names, they come crawling back. If I was that bad, why are you texting me now? Yet you tell the world that I treated you like shit. Yet you tell the world that I did this. You fucking ruined my name. You tried to ruin my name, sorry. You tried to make me look bad. You tried to do these things. But then after it's all said and done, once the ashes fucking settle, once the dust fucking settles, what ends up happening? People that used to slander my name, men that used to slander my name, years later come back at me. Hey bro, can you help me out here? Can you help me out there? Hey man, I see this, that, and I don't say anything. I don't need to. People will fuck your name. People will talk shit about you. People will hear things from other people and they will fucking just come at you. All right? Especially when you start finding any form of success. People will find any and every reason to hate you. People will lie about you. People will attack you. People will try to ruin you because they are jealous that they are not where they want to be, but they see you doing you. And so because of that, they get mad at themselves. I want you to really pay attention to what the fuck I just said. People, let me say it again. People will come at you and they'll be mad at you. They will try to slander you. They'll try to put you down. They'll try to talk shit about you because in deep down inside them, they're mad that they don't have what you have. And they know that they can do it, but they're not doing it. And so they're mad at you because you're doing it. You know how bad you have to want what you want? And you know how many obstacles you have to jump over to be able? There's some people out there that for them it's easy. And that's just them. That's the cards that God dealt them. What does that mean? Have you heard that before? That you have to deal with the cards that God has dealt for you. What does that mean? When you go play a card game, whatever, right? The dealer is giving you cards. You have no choice what those cards are. They're all random. All those cards are random. So whatever you get dealt with, that's what you got to use. So whatever cards that God has dealt for you in life, you just got to use those and make the most of that. You might get ace, 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 king, 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 right? You might get twos, twos, twos. You might get some twos, some aces, some jacks. At the end of the day, you have to use that to the best of your ability. You can make every excuse in the book. Oh, I don't have this though. I don't have this king. I don't have this ace. I don't have this. I don't have that. You could totally sit there and say, well, oh, Kylie Jenner's balling because her family. Of course. But that's the cards that God dealt for her. How can he hate her? Oh, Trump is rich because of his dad. Okay, that's the cards that God dealt for them. That's your excuse? That's your excuse as to why you're not where you are? Does that make you feel better? I know people in my own life who have a rich dad and this, and that. And had every opportunity to use that wealth that you might sit there and say, well, if I had this, I would be successful too. And yet they do nothing. So just because someone else has more doesn't mean that, oh, well, that's why I don't have it. If you had those same cards dealt with you, would you be able to make something out of it? Yes, maybe no. But the point is, who gives a fuck? You know how bad I wanted what I want and what I have now? You know how badly it burned inside me to want? You know, like right now I'm driving this car, right? This is my daily driver. And my goal that I wanted for myself as a kid was I want to be able to drive a Lamborghini, and I want to be able to drive it every single day. And I want to be able to not care about the miles, not care about the wear and tear and maintenance and depreciation. I bought this car 1 month back. It's a Huracan STO. I bought it with 4,100 miles. I'm currently at 7,558 miles in 4 weeks. That's 3,000 plus miles in less than a month. I bought this car with 4,100. It's a one owner car. The person who had it prior to me put 4,100 miles in 2 years. I put 3,000 miles in 30 days, 3,000 miles plus. The purpose of me saying this is I wanted to be at such a level that when I can buy my dream, that I don't care about anything. When I bought my SVJ, rest in peace, that car, when I bought that car, it was the same thing. I put 4,000 miles in the first month. But my point is, I wanted that so badly. I cannot begin to describe to you. There's other things that I want that I don't disclose my goals until they're done. My goals now are so ridiculously big, and I pray to God that I'm able to accomplish them. They're so big that they live at the frontal, like at the front of my head, the front of my mind. It's constant, day and night. Whatever you want, you have to want it so bad that it burns. Whatever you want, it has to be the first thing on your mind in the morning, when you're in the shower, when you're putting on your clothes, going to work, fucking at whatever. It needs to be like burning in your mind. It needs to be burning and sizzling in your mind that this is what I want. You can't just kind of want something, bro or girl. You gotta really want it. I mean, you have to really, 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 really want what you want. Because if you kind of want it, you won't get it. You have to have a burning desire. And it's a fucking cliche thing to say, but it's true. And the most cliche book of them all, which I think is one of the greatest books out there, and the only book that I've ever fucking completed in my life, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And nowadays it's like considered a cliche book because everybody's, oh, that's the greatest, but it is. It truly is. That's the book that taught me burning desire. What is a burning desire? It is something that it's not drive, it's not manifestation, it's something that's so deep inside you that you push for this so hard, it's fucking burning that you don't have it. And you have to keep that fire lit. You have to keep that thing burning. And how do you do that? By constantly feeding it micro goals, accomplishing micro goals that you don't lose that faith. You don't lose that, fuck, I'm not getting, you don't just set one giant goal. I want to make $100,000 a month. Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard to do. You can. But also set a 5K goal, a 10K goal, a 20K goal, a 30K goal. As you're doing that, you're going out, you're touching your dreams, you're touching your goals. Maybe you want a house in Laguna Beach. Maybe you want a giant mansion in fucking Beverly Hills. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, go out there and constantly touch your goals, touch your dreams, go see them, go live them. Go, if your goal is this car, go to the dealership. And if they ask you, why are you here? Just looking. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. And if any salesman gives you a pretentious look, fuck them. Who cares? The very same salesman that I went to when I was like 18, 19, when McLaren of Newport Beach when it was still on Pacific Coast Highway. This is a true story. The same salesman that I spoke to years back, I walked in there, McLaren, Newport Beach on Pacific Coast Highway, right in front of Rusty Pelican. I was a young kid, super nice guy, forgot his name. He asked me, hey, is there anything I can do? I said, nope, just here, looking at cars. I swear to God, God is my witness, that same guy, what is it, 7, 8 years later, 9 years later, I pulled up to the dealership that is now Marshall Goldman in my SVJ. I swear to God. He gave me a big old hug, told me that he's proud of me. I don't understand how when people come to me and they tell me, oh, I want it bad, bro. I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm doing this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Then I ask them, hey, what'd you do last Friday? Right? Like, oh, I went out with my boys. Okay, what'd you do on Saturday? Oh, I stayed home and I did this. It's everything that I'm asking. There's not one part of it is like I work towards my goal. And again, I'm not telling you that you need to be like a fucking robot. You cannot enjoy life. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying that if you really want something so bad, then your actions should speak for that, right? And you have to get, some people talk about just numbers that are crazy. Oh, I want to make $5 million a year. Okay, fine. I'm not going to say that you can. That's $400,000 a month. The average person that makes $400,000 a month, okay, first and foremost, is probably not 28, right? Chances are, don't get twisted, socials, IG, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Very uber wealthy, successful individuals are typically a lot older. Typically, are there young guys that do $300,000, $400,000? Yes, there are, right? But the average person that is doing that is probably older. So now that person is probably, let's say, 40 years old, 50, right? It took them, let's say, 20 years, let's say 30 years to accomplish such a crazy feat. And you want to do this in 5 years. So you have to understand that if you want to do what they did in 30 years, in 5 years, that means you got to work 6 times harder than them. That means every day is 6 times whatever a typical day is. That means every dollar that you spend is times 6. Every hour that you waste is times 6. Everything that you fuck up on or whatever that you do, and every piece of progress is also times 6. But you have to do 6 times the work to accomplish what someone did in 30 years, in 5 years. And you think that you're gonna work 2 hours a day. Listen, if you wanna make a crazy amount of cash in 50 years, that's possible. You don't need to work so fucking hard. You can do a 10% stocks and property and grow year over year, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to go for some crazy shit at a young age, then understand it's going to take a fucking massive amount of just sheer grit, work ethic, drive, a burning desire, and the ability to solve problems, critical thinking. There's just so many fucking things. So many. You have to stop giving a fuck about what other people think. It's a harsh reality. I understand you have maybe old friends that have become haters. You have people that you don't even know that become haters. You have an ex that's fucking shit talking you. You got this, that. You got family, you got aunts, you got uncles, you got cousins, you got whatever, whoever, however. You got people that are just gonna sit there and bash your fucking name, and you're so concerned about their opinion on you and it's inhibiting you to even start. When you think about it, how dumb is that? Because who the fuck are they? Right? They don't pay your bills. They don't even care for you to be happy. And so you're so concerned about their opinion on you, yet their opinion does nothing for you. How dumb are we? I've been there. I used to be like that. The best feeling that I ever had, one of the best feelings that I ever had was when I had my SVJ. There was somebody who I used to look up to in my past, and that individual one time told me that I need to quit business and I need to just work for them. Essentially saying that I'm too fucking dumb. Fast forward years later, I pull up to a party. I pull up And I know my car's loud as shit. I was in the SVJ. I pull up and boom, boom. And I wasn't even trying to fucking be loud. The car's just loud. And I'll never forget, the party was outside. And I pulled up, I got out the car. I didn't have to say a word. My head was down. I knew what people were seeing. I understand. They see me, that they haven't seen me after 7 years, 8 years, and all of a sudden I'm coming out of a $600,000-$700,000 car, right? I kept my head down, stayed humble. I went straight to my mom and gave her a hug. And in the corner of my eye, I see that individual, and I could see their face just like fucking burning, right? I didn't have to say a word. I didn't have to say a fucking word. And it blew my mind at that time. I was like, wow. My success bothers them so much. That's what you should strive for. If there are people that talk shit about you, there are people that want to bash your fucking name, so be it. There's that old saying, success is the best revenge. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to attack nobody. You don't have to do anything. Your existence and you living a decent life will make them fucking burn, and your name will rest upon their tongue till the day they die. And all that does for you, it makes you happy. Every time you meet somebody else, go, yeah, so-and-so would say this. And then at that point, once you've broken free from the chains that they had over you mentally, it's a whole new feeling. Before, those things would upset you. Now those things make you laugh. Now those things make you happy. You actually get happy when those people talk shit, because you know, I haven't done anything to you. I haven't hurt you. I haven't even said a word to you in years, yet you still continue to talk shit about me. If I haven't hurt you, if I haven't said a word to you, if I hadn't disrespected you, zero contact, zero interaction, zero anything, yet you still choose to bash my name, what does that tell you? What does that tell me? That is the definition of somebody who is a hater. I also want to tell you that one of the greatest feelings, and it's so hard to describe this to you, of accomplishing a monumental goal that you sat there and you daydreamt and you daydreamt and you daydreamt of. The best way that I can describe it to you is, if you've ever been in a car crash or something traumatic, and in that moment you're sitting there and you're thinking like, holy shit, is this actually happening? Like, time stops. You're like, it's such a, I don't know how else to say it, but like, time stops and you sit there, you're like, holy shit. Like, I literally, whoa, I daydreamt of this. What's happening right now? And it's such a euphoric feeling. I don't know how else to say it. It's such a like crazy feeling. When I bought this car or the SVJ, or when I was able to tell my mom and my dad, hey, I'm doing this, that feeling is like, oh my God. It literally brings tears to your eyes. It literally brings tears to your eyes, like, holy shit, I sat there and I dreamt about this, and I planned for this, and I worked for this, and people told me that it couldn't happen, and so-and-so said that this is a bad idea, and so-and-so said this, and so-and-so said that, whatever the case is, and then all of a sudden, it happens, like, oh shit, dude. Oh snap. The byproduct of that is what? You build self-confidence. After you've accomplished one thing or two things or three things, whatever, then the next project, the next goal, the next whatever the case, anything, the next thing, you build self-confidence. When I start new things, when I get into new things, whatever it is, of course, there's always some level of fear of, is this going to be successful or not? But what gives me the self-confidence is, hey, well, I did do this, and I did do that, and I did do this, and God had my back here, God had my back there. That doubt comes from, hey, I did do this thing and that failed. I did do this thing and that failed. So there will always be doubt, but as you accomplish more, you do get self-confidence. There's a kid who's 22 years old, that I am mentoring. Last year in 2024, I hosted a thing that said, hey, I'm gonna help people for 90 days. We're all gonna go to the gym, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna work towards our goal for 90 days. It was the last 90 days of 2024. And some people utilized it, and some just fucked off because they can't handle it. And that's fine, that's on them. This kid came to me in February of this year, started an online e-commerce business, and I have the proof of everything. $757,000 in sales in 2 months. He netted $240,000. He was broke before this. He started from scratch and he failed. He failed all through September till December. And by January, February, beginning of March, $757,000 in sales. $240,000 in profit. And I asked him, I said, what did you do? He goes, I tried this, it failed. I tried this, it failed. I think it was 3 products that he tried and failed. And the either the third or the fourth one was a banger. And that was it. That was all it took. Now don't watch this and think, well, I'm gonna try 3 things. If after 3 things it doesn't work, then well, what the fuck? You might try 1,000 things. You might try 500 things. You might try 1 thing. I know people that have done 1 attempt and have become successful. And there's people that have tried 1,000 times and they have failed. The difference is, if something is not working time and time again, why do we keep doing it the same way? There's a word, use it, called pivot. You gotta pivot, right? How many times have I had to pivot whatever I do? Okay, this worked for this long. Now it's not working. Do I either A, give up, B, do the same shit, or C, pivot and figure out how the fuck to solve this problem? Most people, for some fucking reason, don't understand the pivot option. It's either I'm just gonna do the same shit over and over again, or B, or option B, I give up. For some, I don't understand, and I'm not beating you up, I'm not bashing you, I'm trying to teach you, I'm trying to open your mind, learn how to pivot. All that means is find another solution. You don't keep doing the same shit and you don't give up. And that same concept applies to literally everything, even your relationship. If you and your lady or you and your man are going through problems or whatever, and you're doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over, maybe it's time to pivot and figure out, hey, if I want this relationship to last, maybe I gotta do something different. Prime example, okay? Me and my lady, when we go out to eat, obviously my phone is being blown up 24/7. Even right now, I have my phone upside down. I need to focus and give this time. When we go out to eat, she verbally told me in the nicest, calmest, kindest, most respectful way, she brought to my attention that when we go out to eat, I feel like you're not emotionally available. You're not present. I said, fuck, all right. So I had a few options. Option A, I could have sat there and said, well, I'm the fucking man, I don't give a fuck. I run my own, I own this, and I have employees, and I need to do this, right? Option B, I could say, okay, I'll figure it out and not do shit and continue doing the same shit. Or option C, I can pivot. Okay, all right, I'm fucking up. How can I solve this problem? So I sat there and I came up with a solution. And the solution was, when I go out to eat with her, what do? My phone goes upside down and I slide it over to her. I said, if my phone rings, if it's not my mother, if it's not my father, my brother, my sister, my niece, or my business partners, if my phone rings and you see it, if it's not them, don't tell me. If I get a text, if it's not them, don't tell me. My partners will only text me if it's urgent. Sorry, they will only call me if it's urgent. Text, I can always respond to, right? My mom, my dad, I will respond to like this. And And what did that do? That made her happy. I pivot. I solved the point of this is I didn't just remain the same, and I didn't just say, I'll figure it out, and continued doing the same thing. Because if I had done that, then the problem would have remained. And I would hope to say that now that problem does not exist. The whole thing, everything that I'm talking about, everything that I'm going on and on and on about revolves around one thing. Always, how bad do you want it? When you sit there and you're laying in bed and you could be on, and you're on your phone, doom scrolling like a motherfucker. And I want you to sit there and I ask myself, but what the fuck am I doing? I have big goals, I have big dreams, and I'm sitting here on fucking talk. Go work. And it's not healthy. But healthy doesn't allow me to do this. I genuinely get high off people's success. I think my fire for success, and that success is not just, that's a nice ass truck. Damn, that's nice. Dually, brand new one on some 24s. My desire for success, and I don't just mean like financial success. I mean being successful at whatever you put your mind to, whether it's completing a book or going to the gym or financially or marriage, relationships, right? My desire to be successful at things is so high that when I see other people accomplish those things that they have set forth for themselves, I feed off that. That's why I do what I do. That's why I post what I post. I feel like, I'm like, fuck yes. That kid that made fucking 200 G's in 2 fucking months at 22, I feed off that. Like, dude, that's so sick. Holy shit. That makes me lie. I need to do fucking more, right? I feed off that. You have to feed off that. Now, on the flip side, there's people that are the complete opposite. They see success and they burn. And that's just the way that they're programmed. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like those people that when they see somebody accomplish whatever, oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because they have it. Shut the fuck up. Please, shut the fuck up. And if you are like that, get the fuck out of my life. I don't care why someone accomplished whatever. I don't give a shit. Oh, they were able to be successful. The business that they started was, oh, they already had connections. Then you go get connections. What the fuck? Then go outside and meet people. Make some shit happen. Oh, so-and-so made this because, okay, dude. What the fuck does that have to do with you? I am not the smartest person. I'll just be real with you. I'm not that smart. I have chronic ADHD. Sometimes I do things that are really fucking stupid. And I have no shame in saying that. I have room to grow beyond, dude. I am still learning. I'm only 28. Stop talking about yourself like, oh, I'm just gonna fail anyways. There's a chick that I'm helping out. She's doing meal preps, and she literally said that. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna fail. I was like, bro, I'm not taking your fucking excuses. I don't care. Either A, you're gonna do it, or B, you're not. Yeah, but stop. Just stop. Stop with that, please. Please stop with that. The whole goal, the whole fucking agenda is to be a better person. Right? The whole agenda is I need to be a better person. So all these things that I'm saying, there's one objective, is to just be better. Be a better husband. Be a better son. Be a better businessman. Be a better fucking slave to God. I shouldn't even curse when I say that, but it's whatever. Sorry, that's just how I speak. But, you know, the whole agenda is to be better. That's it. Everything I'm saying is about being better. Everything I'm saying is just doing more. Again, whether it's 5 grand to 10 grand, 10 grand to 100 grand, 100 grand to whatever it is, I don't care. Say the purpose is just get better. Push for more. Strive for more. Do more. Stop being complacent. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to life than just being average. There's so much more. I'm telling you, you really gotta shoot for that shit. Biggest growth spurt that I had was after my divorce, and I did something that I never typically did, which was after every single relationship, I'd always just jump into the next one. I was so afraid of being alone that for the first time I said, you know what, I'm not gonna date a single girl, I'm not gonna talk to a chick. For 1.5 years, I was able to quote unquote lock in, and I did. And I focused, and then during that 1.5 years, but when I tell you, I did not even look in a girl's way. I didn't want to talk to a girl. Yes, I had like friends and shit, but I did not want to look, talk, any girl. I would see them and I had hate in me, like the fuck you, like you're all the same, which is not true. But at that time, I was like, you're all the same, and I hate them all because I went through hell, right? And for so long, like my friends stopped inviting me out because anytime some chick would like, you know, look their way, I'd look at him like, what the fuck? Like, just my face exude like just like fuck you, you know, like I hate you. And so, but I used that time, and I used that, sadly, I will use the word, that hate, and I channeled that into myself. Like, I'm gonna focus on just doing what I need to do, figuring it out, pivoting. I didn't just go, oh no, I'm sad, let me just put all my time and energy into girls. I didn't do that. Then what ended up happening? I was able to learn myself. I knew what I hated, what I liked, and I had actually a great time being alone. I was going, which I actually do even you know now, I was going out to eat by myself, watching movies by myself, hanging out by myself, going to the beach by myself. And some may say, that's weird. I don't care. That helped me out so much as a man. And I would advise that if you're a young man, 30, 40, whatever, do that. Focus on you. Just dedicate 6 months. 6 months of relentless focus can change your life. 6 months of relentless, and I mean relentless. I'm not talking about one day this, one. No, I mean 6 months. That's it. Just give yourself 180 days and say for the next 180 days, every day I'm going to do one thing to just get closer towards my goal. I don't know what that is, but I'm just doing 6 months of just fucking going at it. And tell me that you will not grow. Tell me that's not possible. If you go to the gym for 6 months and do the same shit over and over again for 6 months, you'll fucking grow something. So why can't your life grow? Why can't your mind grow? Why can't you grow if you do something for growth for 6 months? Why is it that we can like connect the dots when it comes to the gym, but when it comes to ourselves, our mind, our just everything, that does not apply? You really got to open up your mind there. If you tell yourself you're gonna fail, surprise, surprise, motherfucker, you're gonna fail. If you tell yourself you can't do something, surprise, surprise, what? Say it. You're gonna fucking fail. I never told myself I'm gonna. I said, I don't know, come hell or high water, somehow, some way. God is my witness. As long as He allows me to do it, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I'll figure it out. And that's what you gotta tell yourself. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I will solve this problem. But if you tell yourself, how? It's gonna be impossible, it's gonna be hard. How am I gonna be able to do this? Yeah, well, you don't fucking know, but you're gonna figure it the fuck out, aren't you? Right? Right? I did. So many others did. Why can't you? Why can't you? And that's what I want you to ask yourself. Why can't you? The same exact way how you are what you eat is the same exact way you are what you think. If you eat shitty food, your body will become shitty. You'll feel shitty. You'll be thrown off everything, right? Fair? Fair to say? So the same way how if you think shitty thoughts, you'll become shitty. You'll be a shitty person. You'll feel shitty. You'll do shitty things. You'll act a shitty way. It's the same thing. You're feeding, listen dude, like hear me out here. You're feeding your mind these thoughts. Just the way you feed yourself, you're also feeding your brain. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they're like, dude, I keep failing at this, I keep failing at that. And I said, I'm so sick and tired of how you talk about yourself. He's like, but I'm failing. I said, I get that, but stop saying that. Stop feeling that. Stop feeling that. And it's hard to do, and I comprehend that. And so he goes, what, so you just want me to be delusional? Yes, I want you to be delusional. Yes, I want you to just tell yourself, I'm doing okay. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. I want you to not lie to yourself, but I want you to trick your mind. I want you to trick your soul into believing that you're going to figure it out. I want you to trick yourself into thinking that, hey, I can do this. Because the second you tell yourself no, boom, you cut off that lifeline. It's fucking gone. It's gone. I'm putting this at the end of the video for a reason. If you're still here, then I want you in this. I don't want the people that left this halfway or 10 minutes through. I'm putting this at the very end for a specific reason. In 2023, I started a Discord that was called NBT, and it fucking was huge. And over time, I couldn't give it time because I was just doing so many things, right? And over time, it just went down, down, down. Now, I'm a lot more free. Free in the sense of I'm not as hands-on with the things that I am doing. So a lot of people have reached out to me and asked me and said, hey bro, please, can you make that thing again? And so what I did was I opened up a new one, and it's called 72 cents. And it's gonna be a same copy of what I had. We're gonna go live 1 to 3 times a week. All calls will be recorded. I will bring on guest speakers too, and I will be on there for at least 1 hour at a time, sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours if I can. Talk about business. I'll teach you about a business plan, how to start things if you have a pre-existing one, how to grow it, how to do sales, marketing, how to sell, to signing a lease, finding properties for sale, how to start from scratch. People that I have helped first-handedly, I'll have them go on there too. The kid that just made $240,000 in 2 months, I'll even have him go live. We'll talk about wholesaling, Section 8, franchises. I will fucking knowledge bomb the shit out of you for those of you that really want to learn. I'm dropping the wait list in the bio. If you're seeing this after Friday, which is going to be in 3 or 4 days, it'll just be a direct link in the bio. If you're seeing this now, it'll be a wait list bio. I don't know how many people I want in there because last time it was a lot, and it just became hectic. I only want people that are truly trying to learn. I want people that are like really on top of the fucking ball. I am more than happy to help. I'm more than happy to help. I'm more than happy to give you all the knowledge. Learn from me. I'm giving you free game here. Learn from me. So I'm here, I want to help you. And again, this is at the end of the video, specifically for those of you that have stayed till the end of this on purpose. I sincerely want to help. I don't want to help those that want shit as a fucking handout. I don't want to help those who are like, please, can you do a half an hour call? Motherfucker, I don't have the time to fucking do that with so many people. So this is one place where I can just be there. You can ask me anything. You can even go like FaceTime with me on there too. You can, whatever questions you have. If you're planning on starting something, then start it. And in there, I will be responding. I will help you. You need connections, whatever it is. If I can help, I'll be more than happy to help. I hope to see you there. One more thing. The wait list drops now. And then there will be a text message and an email that will be sent out this Friday, April 4th. If you're seeing this obviously after that, then just click the link in the bio to join. But you will get a text on April 4th and an email. I don't know exactly how many people we're going to allow in, but what I will say is don't slack on it. Because what I don't want to fucking hear is, oh bro, sorry man, I totally forgot about it, please. I hate that shit. Listen, be on top of your shit. If you want something, let's get it. If you don't, you don't. I want to, just like the wholesale community, it's very like fucking, we put so much time and effort into these calls, and we want the right people in there. So again, I hope to see you there. Do not lack on that. Do not slack on that. Peace. A bonus clip for you. This song that I'm about to play you was a song that I was listening to in the passenger seat of a BMW M4. I was probably like 16 or 17. We were going down like that nice part of Pacific Coast Highway between Newport and Laguna, and I was staring at myself in the side view mirror of the car, and I just saw myself, and I saw these beautiful homes behind the side view mirror. Like, you know, I would like see it, and then behind it I could see all these homes and the water, and the sun was out. It's a clear blue sky, and the windows were down, and behind that was these homes. And Laguna, and I remember like the song was on. I'm getting like the chills right now. I was like, I'm saying it, but I sat there and I was like, I want it. I want this. I don't know how. I want a cool car. I want to be able to, I mean, now thank God I'm in the position to be able to afford that. I choose to not be there because I want to be in a gated community because of whatever's happened. But this song, every time I hear it, it just puts me in that mood. It just reminds me of when I was 16, thinking to myself, like, how, I don't know how, I don't know when, but how do I get this? And here I am now, daily driving a freaking Lamborghini, not even a freaking base Huracan, an STO that I put 3,000 miles on in 30 days. Alhamdulillah, God is good, and I truly, I wish that everybody gets to experience what I'm experiencing. I really do. This is the jam.
Stay in the streets this time, and we'll be carving you up alright. Say you gotta stay hungry. Hey baby, I'm just a fast starting right.